A lot of people get their tattoos off because they weren't done right in the first place. They were young, they couldn't evaluate the quality of the artist, they didn't know 10 artists to compare and contrast, and they were in no position at that time to turn someone down and get out of the situation that they were in with all their friends watching. It was kind of an impulsive decision. Yeah, I was 18, I was 20, I was, and you think, oh, you're 21, you're an adult. Yes, in a way you are, but you're not fully into yourself yet. Very few people are fully, cognizant of their style, their real message to the world. I think that takes time.
The reason why I want to have my tattoo removed is because I got it when I was 18 years old. It didn't really mean anything at the time when I got it. It was just something to do, and I've regretted it ever since. It looks like the monkey from The Wizard of Oz, but it's actually a puma with wings. Most of my shirts actually come about down to my elbow, so that it does cover my tattoo most of the time. And I did find myself pulling actually at my sleeve sometime to get it over the tattoo, depending on where I was. Since the day I got the tattoo, I wanted to have it removed. When I first came on my first appointment, she explained the procedure to me, and I decided at that time to go ahead with the sessions. I wasn't nervous at all. She actually made me feel really comfortable, and I was actually kind of relieved that I was starting this process. Probably getting the tattoo was a lot more painful than actually having it removed. It feels like a little pinch, but the pain goes as soon as they move to the next spot. After the treatment, I've had no side effects. It looked a little funky at first, but I think that was gone by the time I got home. So the only thing I really noticed the next day were a little bit of bumps, but other than that, it looked like it was like 30% gone after my first session. I think having a tattoo in a work environment now is a little bit more acceptable. However, I do think that people look at people with tattoos a little differently. I even look at people with tattoos a little differently, and I have one. I've always felt a little bit on the unprofessional side having a tattoo, so it's kind of important for me to be able to roll up my sleeves or wear a short sleeve shirt without a tattoo showing. I think I'm going to be quite relieved when the tattoo is completely removed. I don't think it was really ever part of me, so actually having it removed is something that I've been looking forward to for about 30 years now. I'm very happy that I came here, and she made me feel very comfortable, explained the procedure to me, and it's actually like being treated by one of your friends, so it's actually been a really good experience so far.
My tattoo is of a dragon. It's supposed to be a dragon's head, tribal dragon's head, and definitely not what I was expecting. The tattoo was done from a friend of mine, and it wasn't professionally done. The ink was from a pen. It was awful. But I was a teenager, we're teenagers, we try different things, and not thinking of the consequences, and this will last forever. I'm the type of person that if I get a tattoo, it has to represent something. The dragon head meant wisdom and strength. And since my profession is boxing, I always thought that would be a good thing for me to constantly see. A lot of people would ask me, what is that? What do you have there? What does it look like? A rooster. This is what everybody thinks it is. It's a rooster, and it's supposed to be a dragon head. It just brought me down. My spirits were just, I can't even describe the feeling. I try to hide it constantly. It weighed heavy on my mind. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror, and it really bothered me. So I felt like I had to just do something about it. I felt it working. I heard the pops and the snaps, like it was really doing what it was supposed to be doing. It did hurt, but she made me feel comfortable. She stopped when she felt like I was having too much. I didn't even have to tell her. She kind of paused and gave me a breather, so she did, good job. I think that people are afraid to approach me because I'm so serious, but and then they see the tattoos. honestly, they look like they were done in prison. And people get nervous and they don't want, you know, anything to do with things like that, you know? Removing this tattoo will definitely impact my career as far as being a boxing instructor. I think people will find me more approachable, you know, not seeing this big, crazy tattoo. I do some acting, some commercials, and a lot of times, you know, if they ask you to remove your shirt or they ask you to wear certain clothing, they have to bring in makeup in order to cover the tattoo because it's so big. And sometimes it might prevent me from even getting the role. You know, hearing it looks like a rooster for over 25 years, it really gets to you. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I think I'm gonna feel better about myself. I'm not gonna constantly be reminded of this ugly tattoo that I have, and I'm happy that I'm getting rid of it. And that's it. I can't take it anymore. I couldn't take it. I appreciate, you know, that I finally met someone like Carol, and she's a professional and she definitely knows what she's doing.